Dars. Anyone bring the names? Guys, can you come in the front? Abba, let's go. Come in the front, please. I'll let you know. Assalamu alaikum. We're going to go over the names of the Prophet, inshallah. So, before we start with it, we just going to finish the pillars, right? Yesterday, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Yesterday we mentioned Shahadatain, which was the first one of the first pillar, and we mentioned the Salat. Then after the Salat, the third pillars of Islam is Az-Zakat, giving the Zakat. So after Shahadatain, it is As-Salat. After Salat, it is Az-Zakat, right? It is to give Az-Zakat. Zakat, we give it once a year. Only once a year. If you have nisab in your saving and 1 year pass, then you give zakat, right? What I know in our society here, many of us don't even consider zakat something big, because I meet many brothers and sisters. Anytime you talk about zakat, they feel like, oh, ufanabala, they act like zakat is not part of it. Some of us been here 10 years, we never get zakat one day, and we have a saving. This is very dangerous. So, inshallah ta'ala, the way we perform the 5 daily prayers is the same way that we have to give zakatul mal. Every year you have to give it zakat. And by giving the zakat, if you take out zakat from your money the way Islam wants you to do it, you have to make sure you are giving to the right persons. If not, it's going to be something which is not beneficial to you, right? So let's think about that. This is not, a good position to go detail in the zakat, but inshallah, by the time we're going to go forward. But here, what we have to know, zakat is one of the pillars of Islam. The way you take care of the salat, you have to take care of the zakat also from your money. And if you don't know how to calculate it, then you ask your imam or your ustaz, he will do it for you. Basically, it's easy. I'm going to give you 2 methods how you calculate your zakat every year, right? Let's say in your saving, today is what? Ramadan, today is 12, right? So next year by Ramadan 12, then you take the date in Islamic calendar. We have to consider that. No in the calendar that we consider now. The Gregorian, no. You have to take it from Islamic calendar, from Muharram to Zulhijjah. So in between days, you take a date. Then that date is the date of your zakat. Either in Muharram or Safar. Then which one is next? Rabiul Awal then? Rabiul Sani then? Jumada Ula then? Jumada Sani then? Rajab then? Shaban then? Ramadan then? Shawwal then? Zulqa'dah then? Zulhijjah. This one I have to know for each one of us, because in every month you will see you have an occasion there, kind of the worship. When you do it, inshallah, you get more reward. Like in Muharram, you have a fasting of the day of Ashura. Not even that, every month you have to fast 13, 14, and 15. So if you don't know even the month, it's going to be difficult to get benefit for that. So in this 12 months, you take a 1 day, 1 month and 1 day, then that's your date of your zakat. Let's say you start working in the 10th of Muharram. You start saving, you get your first check in the 10th of Muharram. So by next year, by the 10th of Muharram, you go and check your saving. If you have, you start putting, you put 300, last year. That was the first check saving that you put. So next year come, you check it, you have a $10,000. So this $10,000, okay, you have to give it zakat because you have saving of $10,000 and 1 year passed on. So now you have to give it zakat from this $10,000. It's not a lot of money, but the time you're gonna take out, shaitan give you wiswas, temptation. It's like he's taking all your money out, right? It's only 2.5%, right? So to make it easy, any money you have, you want to give a zakat out of it, you divide it to 40. If you have a 40,000 in saving, you take $1,000 out, that's your zakat, right? That's your zakat. 20,000, you have a 500. 10,000, you have 250. So to make it easy, any saving that you have, you want to give a zakat, divide it to 40. The answer is your zakat. The answer is your zakat.
Yeah, it just mean
One second,
it just mean every $1,000, so the zakat to be $25, right?
Yeah.
Every $1,000 it has to be $25.
Yeah. Every 200 is a 5. 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. When you calculate 2.5, the answer that will give you, when you divide it to 40, will give you the same answers.
But this one can.
$50?
50,000 should be 1,000.
50 billion, Konale. Can you bring some money for the masjid?
No, 250 par two, ça va combien? Ça fait 5.
Tu veux dire quoi? 50 000? 50 000? Ok, si tu as... Non.
2.5 is going to be 50 000.
Non. On ne dit pas tu dois avoir 50 000 pour donner zakat. Le pourcentage.
J'ai compris.
Ok.
Tu dis que quand tu as 40 000, 2%.
Oh, no. Imafamia. Let me explain. I say the percentage that you have to give out of your money as a zakat,
It's 2%.
I'm coming, 2.5. Right? So let's say if you have $40,000, 2.5% of $40,000, that's a 1,000.
It's supposed to be 50,000 to get 1,000.
Now, when you calculate now, take your machine, divide $40,000 to 40, or you divide it by percentage, how much is giving you? You have your machine? You have machine, okay. Calculate it. You sure? Okay, if you have $80,000, how much you give for zakat? Let's say if I have, let me say maybe I'm gonna have it this year. If I have $80,000, how much? Calculate it, how much I'm going to give?
2,000.
That's a $2,000. Because the first method is kind of complicated. So the answer that will give it to you, any amount you have, when you divide it 40, it gives you the same amount. It gives you the same amount. So it's easy that you divide it to 40, then you take the answer. But it does not mean if you don't have a $40,000, you don't give it zakat. No. Okay. So when you take zakat out from your money, this is the cash that we are talking about it. For those who do business, right? When the year finish, anything you have in a stock, you have to count every small and a big thing to give a zakat out, right? Even shingom, you understand? Even shingom, when the year passes, you want to give your zakat out because that's your stock, and you selling it in and out. You have to count everything, then estimate it and give zakat from it. And when you give a zakat, you have to give it to the right person. Like let's say this year, alhamdulillah, you have something about $1,000 or $2,000 in the zakat. You have that $2,000 with you. Now, who I'm going to give this zakat? That's another problem. If you take it out, you're not finished. If you don't give it to the right person, what Allah says, you're wrong. It's like you never give. Like for example, my uncle keep calling me every day back home, send me money. I'm keep saying tomorrow. But in my intention, let me delay. When the time of zakat came, I just send that to him. He didn't give a zakat. You didn't give a zakat. If you call you at the time of the zakat and you don't have anything except that, your uncle is supposed to eat your zakat. There's no problem. There's a few people not supposed to give your zakat to. Who and who? Huh? Your father and your mom and who?
Your wife.
Your wife?
Yeah.
What's your dalil?
That is because you take care about them.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the dalil.
What the Lord give you, you can give zakat like your wife said. Your wife, the zakat you give.
And the people you take care, you don't have to give them.
Okay. Your father, your mother, your wife, and who? Your kids? Your children and? That's it? Okay. Anyone taking care of them is obligation upon you. You're not supposed to give the zakat to him. It's like you're giving it yourself. Yeah.
I have a question. What about if, especially if you take care of your sister,
Yeah.
and maybe she's below, out of pass away, and you have a zakat, you are allowed to give it to her?
She's not in your responsibility. You can give it to her.
But you're taking care of her, like
She was married, right?
she was married,
Uh-huh.
your husband passed away,
Uh-huh.
you had a kid,
Okay.
you take care of her,
Okay.
the kid, and you got the
You're just helping her. She's not in your responsibility according to Islam. You're just helping her, be nice to her. You can give zakat to her, no problem. Yeah, you can give zakat to her. Let's say if daddy passed away, right? Then you have your little sister and your brothers, right? So they're not too little. So by the time of the zakat, you give a zakat and you share in between them. You did not give a zakat. Because taking care of them at this age, it is obligation for you. So once they get married, they're out of your, like a daddy not supposed to give a zakat to their daughters. But once they married and the husband passed away, is to be nice to them. That also is a wajib. If you have it, you have to be nice with them. But their expenses is not a wajib on you. Taking care of your dad, your mom, your wife, your children, that's obligation. If you give it to them, it's like you're taking out of your pocket and bringing it back to another pocket again, right? Like your uncle, let's say the man that is in the same father and same mother with your dad, if he deserves to take his zakat, you can give it to him. Because it is wajib for you to help him, but it's not an obligation upon you to take care of him, so he deserves the zakat. Yeah, he deserves the zakat, right? And also it is nice when you give out zakat, sometimes we see if I have 500 zakat, then I'm going to divide it. I give $20 here, $30 here, $50 here, $5 here. Come on, that's too much, right? If you know someone that this $500 are going to be beneficial for him for a while, you're allowed to give it one person. Or you divide it two. It's better than giving $2, $3, $2, $3. Like you see sometime back home when it's time for zakat, our father, they used to do it. People know that this day is Alaji Tantan Zakat Day. The poor people will get in taxi and waro to come to the door. So sometimes they will come, wakile, milfra, we say milfra. So if the person take out, the round trip ticket, maybe only milfra gonna say. So that way, so let's forget about that, right? If you know your zakat is not enough, it's good only for 3 people. They can get like a this meal. Give it to them. You don't have to give it to 10 people, right? So that way they can get benefit from it. It's also good. Like let's say someone finishes school back home, right? He study something. So he's trying to open the shop based upon what he studied, but he has no money to finance. You give a zakat. Your zakat is 2 million. You can just call him to finance that for him so he can start working, and by next year you're going to give the zakat out, right? But the thing is, make sure you give it to the right person, otherwise your zakat will not be counted. Make sure you give a zakat. If you don't give a zakat, Allah says subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَكْنِزُونَ الذَّهَبَ وَالْفِضَّةَ وَلَا يُنْفِقُونَهَا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَبَشِّرْهُم بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ إلى آخر الآية. Those who put the money together, gold and silvers and a diamond, and today in our cash money, they don't give out a zakat.
What would be money to the mosque, zakat to the mosque?
Okay, I'm coming to them. So, Allah said, those who don't give out zakat, Allah give you risk, right? They don't give out zakat. He say in the Quran to Prophet Muhammad, give them a glad tidings that they're going to have a severe punishment in the Jahannam. You know what Allah going to do those who don't give a zakat? Allah says in the Quran, you're going to bring all your money together. Either it's a cow, it's a sheep, it's a gold, it's a cash money, it's a business. You're going to let the malaika make the big iron that we iron our clothes with, right? Ferrari Pasi, right? You make that big from the Jahannam. Then they put you on the table and they take that from the Jahannam and iron with you. By the time they're doing it, they make you remember, hey, don't cry. This is your money that you never give to the poor people. You never give it zakat. Right? So it is something which is dangerous. One might think, how come? They're going to make that big. So Allah will not let anyone go to the Jahannam with this form. Because if Allah honor you, Allah don't dishonor you. Allah say, وَلَقَدْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي Adam. Right? Allah honored the son of Adam. So it's not the same Allah again to come and dishonor you. That's why, وَإِيَّاذُ بِاللَّهِ, may Allah protect us. If someone have to go to the Jahannam, Allah will change you again, redesign you, make you big, ugly. So you go to the Jahannam, so the fire to burn you good. But it not let you go with this form now. With Jannah, okay, well with Jahim it's different. Some will be changing to be khinzir, how you call khinzir? Pigs, yeah. Allah will transform some people going to the Jahannam as a pig, some of them donkey, different kind to make them ugly. Some of them their head is donkey, their back is pig, something like that. وَإِيَّاذُ بِاللَّهِ. So when you have it, give it out. So when you give $1 to Allah, Allah will give you $8,000. Right? So what is saying, can I give my zakat to the masjid? You can give your zakat to the masjid if you don't find a poor people to give it to them. You only can give to the masjid if you don't find a poor people to give it to them. Why? Because al-afwa'ul ja'i'a awla bis-sadaqat min buyutillah. The stomach, those who are empty, deserve the zakat better than the house of Allah. We have to understand that, right? Someone here is hungry, want the water to drink. You say, oh, I cannot give you water, I gotta give it to the masjid. When you put in the masjid here now for the Asr, we're going to save it to the Maghrib. But the guy outside need it right now. If you don't get it by Maghrib, he's going to die. So what do you have to do? Give it to the poor people first. If you don't know any poor people, for example here, the imam that you believe, you give it to him and you walk away. Now there's no charge on you. It's for the imam now to find the right person to give it to them. If you don't do it, that's his responsibility. And you're allowed to give it to the masjid in this condition. Let's say there's a community here, they're trying to get a building. And this building, they try everything. I'm not saying in our condition today, I'm spending $50,000 in my building in Africa. When there's a fisabilillah, I give it $5. Then I'm going to tell you that we can go to the haram way because we don't have money. No, we're playing with ourselves. We have it, right? But the community, they try the best. That's the best that they can. They can no more. They only need $50,000 to close this deal. Otherwise, they're going to be kicked out or the building going to be taken out. You take your zakat is 40, 50. You can just come and give it to the masjid to close that so they can have the building. Or they can cover what? The rent with them. Which means anytime that you are giving to the masjid, you give it to the masjid, they need it right now and they're going to use it. Not to take it, and that only can be in a only if it's an urgent. If not, you find the poor people to do it. And the second, which is zakatul fitr, right? When you give out zakatul fitr, like soon in a couple of days, we're going to start zakatul fitr, which is sometimes $10, $8. It varies between 8 and 15. That when the leaders of the masjid took that, they have to give that to the poor people. They're only allowed to touch it. Only. Let's say, not even buy it. They are in a rank. But the rank of the Ramadan, the month they're in, they don't have that. They need to complete that to be able to pay the rent. They're not saving it. They can only do that. Out of that, they're not supposed to save even one penny in the account of the masjid. They have to give it out to the poor people. Some say here, no, when you tell the some imam, this man is poor, can we help him? They will tell you, no, you got a building in Africa, we cannot help him. Oh, he have a case here. He get in an accident, he's not working, but he has a case. He's gonna get the money soon. That's not our business. We take your situation the way you are today. If you take it and you don't deserve it, that's between you and Allah. But the way we see you, we're going to give you based upon them. Right? So, don't join. You might, it's not going to be. So, this is it, inshallah. This is zakat. Yeah. Make sure you give zakat out, inshallah. But we're not there. So quickly, let's go and mention these names. I know you have it, inshallah. Sissoko, where's yours? Sissoko is here in a big poster, very good. You have all the 25 there, complete. Yeah, check it, yeah. Anyone also bring it? You have it?
But you say to write, you don't say to bring the poster.
Okay. What's your problem? You have yours?
No. Masago. Rapper question very unique. Elevado kirano mugani duru de bidala Quran corona. Wa fora dum chide keme sabani kode. Ulu chira avant Adam avant fin to nous ou bien après nous de chira.
Fin nana avec chira nous ko fait.
Mawluma fo Quran corona.
Okay. Keme saba ani tan saba ore be fo ka chaya. No ORA, let's be clear, ORA is not authentic. Lomba ne bola o kan ka chaya. Mais ala mi fo Quran kono ni e har keme saba ni tan saba fo ibo fo ka faraka. Parce ala ko Quran kono kira ma sallam ko kira do be anyu ka kunya unye fo enele. Ado be amu ka kunya nye finyere. Ya famia, cela veut dire mi authentique au Coran kono obéi. Ya famia, mi ma fanye Coran kono kita woro wo fo anta dinai me anta fana taka jo Coran ta kuna. Kira o ave fo keme sama ni tan sama. Na bi ma do
ulu de kira o na be kira mu chira tan keme sama ni do ni.
Keme sama tan sa we kira e. Bon na bi ma do wa fo kono.
Do wa fo ba keme ni muga.
Ba keme ni muga nani. Do wa fo ba woro keme woro bi woro ani woro. Mais ni ya fo kuma iba fo alawa akodo parce que ama do nya fo anyene ando antu don ando fona mu don mais minu fo rangero ko na ko mu wantu ye kira on ya no fona mo ka
ba min do nasru ruchira après nuhunde wa
ko sebe nu ko fe parce que nu alayhi salam fladroni ba nya fe Adam ani Idris Adam e nabi mai Idrisa e no mai Nuha alayhi nabi mai chila dem fanalo atobe nana ale de ko fe yeah to na ko fe ala ka ande me murange tani ko mo ko yer sira mena bravo ko ni le to ja ja do de Don't David, when are you kira Arabu Jolbala?
Only one, right?
Arabu Jolbala for Arabu Jolbala. No, they told you to. But they were going to devour it over nothing as a baby. Don't following Adam. The first one is Adam, Idris, Nuh, Hud, Saleh, Ibrahim, Lut, Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, Yusuf, Shuaib, Musa, Harun, Daud, Sulaiman, Ayub, Ilyas, Zulkifl. Ayub, Ilyas, Zulkifl. Did you mean? Yahya, Yunus, Zakaria, and Isa, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Ilyas.
Huh? Ilyas?
Yeah.
Ilyas is yeah. The name one to be 25 of the mention in the Quran, inshallah. Ilyasa, no. Ilyasa, no. Amala Jalaka Famiada, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.